It's time now to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and the registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Good morning, Vicki, and happy February to you.
Well, George, happy February to you and happy Black History Month to everyone who is listening and viewing us this morning. So now that I have said happy Black History Month to everyone, I have a special announcement because I know everyone has been waiting on this. You've been asking. In fact, I don't think I've mentioned it for a while, but we are going to have the 14th annual Jazz Cabaret for Black History Month, sponsored by Brackens Financial Solutions Network, along with, of course, the full underwriter being the Central New York Jazz and Arts Foundation. So, George, I think you want these details. So I'm going to make sure that everybody can look at all of these details that I'm putting up on screen right now. Here is our performer, Miss Althea Renee. It's the first time probably in about 4 or 5 years that we've actually had a female musician, and she is a flautist.
Yay!
Which is my instrument of choice. Okay, when I was in school.
You know,
did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
And did you know that I was a flautist?
No.
I am a flautist, Vicki.
Wow.
This is amazing. Boy. All of this time we've been talking and we did not know that we were both flautists. Yes. I mean, I played concert flute. I was in the band. I was in the
jazz band, the orchestra.
I didn't do jazz band, but I was in like orchestra, and I also played clarinet too. So yeah.
Wow. So I played flute and oboe.
Oh wow.
Which is a trip. Okay. Exactly.
Oh my God.
But anyway, let's get back to the details. Sunday, February 27th, at the Syracuse Downtown Marriott Hotel, where we've been hosted now for the last 4 or 5 years. Here are some special considerations and things that everyone needs to know. We are having 2 performances this year, George. One of the things that we needed to negotiate was to be sure that we had enough distance to accommodate the crowd that we normally have. Because as you know, we usually top out somewhere between 425, 440 or so. So we're going to have 2 performances this year, one at 2 and one at 6. Everyone must go online and register individually. So if you're coming with a group of individuals, each one of you needs to register, because in order for us to follow our COVID protocols, we need to have contact information on each individual. We will also have a virtual performance for those of you who may not be quite ready to come out and mingle with the people. There will be a special streaming performance that will take place during the 6 o'clock show. Make sure you go onto CNY Jazz Arts and Foundation website to get your tickets. Those tickets are up and available right now. We are not going to be able to do tickets at the door this year because we need to get full registrations before the evening of the performance. Mask, of course, will be fully required at all times except when you're eating and drinking. And again, we have to thank our special sponsor, Nancy and Bill Byrne, for providing a special, what I would call a special COVID buffet. And you'll see more details about that going forward. But the great news, George, is yes, we are not going to miss this year as far as our concert is concerned, because everybody here in Syracuse has become so accustomed to having the last Sunday, which is February 27th, the last Sunday, and spending that time with us at the Black History Month Jazz and Arts Foundation Black History Month Cabaret. So, George, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I know you are. Okay. So the last thing I have to say, and my staff laughed at this, because do you know my staff runs ages from like 20 to big numbers, okay? 60 strong. Okay.
Are you on
Okay.
you on the side of the staff?
I'm on the side of that. Okay. I said, be sure and write on there. There will be no dancing in the aisles this year, but toe tapping. And they said, Ms. Brackens, what's toe tap? Toe tapping will be allowed. Okay. So that we'll do some chair dancing this year, but I am happy and thrilled that we are going to be able to convene and get together and celebrate Black History Month in style.
So let me just push back on that a little bit. So you're telling me that I can't stand up, is what you're telling me?
I'm telling you that you need to stay contained within your bubble.
I know
right
that.
there
Right.
at the
Okay.
table.
Okay.
You know how we party.
So there will be no disco train or any of that.
No disco train and all of those things that we usually do up and down the halls and around the aisles and so forth. This year, Vicki will not be going around encouraging everybody to join the train. Next year, God willing, yes, but not this year.
I can see, we're going to have to get Lori Lightfoot signs and have people. If y'all, there's a whole meme. Lori Lightfoot is the Chicago mayor.
Right.
They've made a meme of her staring at you when they want to enforce things. So that's just kind of funny and cute. So that's what I was referring to. So
Okay.
cmyjazz.org to get your tickets.
Right.
cmyjazz.org/tickets. And that's how you get it. It's February 27th, 2 performances, 2 and 6, and everyone in your party. So, when you buy the ticket or when you register, sometimes you can say how many and you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want you to do that this year. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 has to have an individual ticket so that we can count each and every one. So I just wanted to reiterate that for folks. Very excited that's going to have, and I'm really excited that Vicki and I both flautist. Because
yes.
Only a flutist would say flautist. So
you heard me when you said.
Only a flutist would say that.
All righty, okay, George, and my embouchure is just whack now.
Word. Really?
You know what I mean?
I
my God. Okay. But anyway,
you have
I
a
can
flute?
see back in history.
No,
I don't. Do you?
Of course I do.
You still have yours?
Of course.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a long story, but no, I don't. Okay.
Oh, no,
my
no.
mother, before she left this earth, said, Vicki, you need to get your flute again. So I guess now I'm going to have to do this.
Okay, so Vicki, for you, next week, I'm going to show you my flute. I got to take it in to get it overhauled, but I'm going to show you my flute.
Okay. All right, then. Great. Now, here's the thing I also wanted to share, George, and I'm going to put this up on the screen, and I want your reaction as I read this.
And I'm gonna read it for the audience at home. So here's what the screen says. When you realize that 1970 and 2022 are as far apart as 1970 and 1918, I'm just going to need a minute.
When I saw that, I was bowled over, as I said. I was stunned. I had to stop and actually count to be sure that the person who posted this was absolutely right. But they are exactly 52 years apart.
Yeah, 52.
Okay, so now for you and I, who we stood and we were, I won't say adults, but we were close to being adults in 1970. And the fact that we've lived from 70 to 22, and if we looked backwards, we have some years behind 70 also that you and I were here.
Yes.
But what this is really pointing out is first of all, for a person, and there's some 104-year-olds out there who may be listening to us, they have lived this entire timeline. But if you stop a minute and go back and look at some of the headlines that were going on in 1918, compared to 2022, here's one that is going to shock you. The headline was, in 1918, wear your mask. Wear your mask to protect yourself and to protect others, the ones that you love. Wash your hands, because we were in the midst of the influenza pandemic at that point in time. And we're having some of the same conversations that we're having today. But on top of that, think about from 70 to 22, all of the economic changes that have taken place during that time. the fact that we didn't have cell phones, George, did we?
No.
That we didn't have flat screen TVs, we didn't have high-speed railroads, we didn't have all of these things that have happened over the last 52 years. So I saw, because I want everybody to wake up, because every once in a while I do a wake-up call. I saw a flying car demonstration, a real prototype of a flying car last week.
Really?
Yes, okay. It's a real thing. It is in the production stages right now on a serious prototype. And if we have electric cars, which we also didn't believe would ever take place, and now we have flying cars and we didn't have cell phones and we didn't pay attention, because the economy is revving up and moving forward. And in spite of disasters, in spite of pandemics, in spite of wars, money continually is made. I want everybody to stop for a moment and really assess, are you participating? Are you gaining the skills that are necessary, that when we look at 52 years later, because you'll still be here, in the majority, many of the people who are listening, 52 years later, will you have participated in the greatest economic changes that are going to take place over the next 52 years? And if you don't have the skills or the skill sets or the knowledge or the network to fully take care of and participate, this is the time, beginning of the year always, but this is the time for you to do the things that are necessary, get the skills necessary to participate in the booming economy that is ahead of us. What did you think, George? Are you ready?
Listen, because I'm listening to America's Money Maven, I'm getting ready. I didn't say I was ready, but I'm ready. I'm getting ready.
All right. Okay, all right. And here's the last thing. This is a sharing week, George. Gotcha. So I wanted to make sure, okay, that I share this final, tidbit for everyone. We are celebrating Black History Month. I believe that you should always go to the source if you want to get the right information. And the source is the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, better known as the Carter G. Woodson Foundation, because Carter G. Woodson was the founder of Black History Week initially, but of Black History Month. And this association, this entity, houses the most in-depth information, I would tell you, available for the understanding of Black History Month. Right now, they are hosting the 2022 Black History Month virtual festival. I've been fortunate enough to be a speaker for their national convention for the last 2 years, and I can tell you from firsthand knowledge the amount of preparation, the depth of knowledge, the depth of research that these professors and professionals put into the festivals, and all of the things that they do are bar none the best in the world. Please make sure that if you want to get fully immersed in Black history, to participate in the 2022 Black History Month virtual presentation, virtual festival from ASALH, the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, and which you can.
Oh, go ahead.
And I was about to say that you can actually go on either their YouTube TV channel or directly to the website there for ASALH, asalh.org. What were you about to ask me, George?
I was going to say the website, asalh.org. And of course, Carter G. Woodson, we should point out, a proud member of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Yes, he was. I'm so sorry. I missed that. A very proud member.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We honor our brother. You know what I'm saying? We're proud of that brother.
Okay. So, George, next week,
yes,
just to tease, we're going to have another member of the Heritage Financial Partners team who will be coming to us from Virginia, Mr. Travis McKelvey. And I will make sure that everybody, because if you want to see another energetic, inspiring young man who has made a decision to join us and to start his career in financial planning and wealth management, be sure to tune in next week. So at this point in time, for all of you who have questions, feel free to give us a call at area code 315-930-4499, or you can reach us at info@brackens, BRACKENS FSN.com. And of course, go to our YouTube page, like, share, and subscribe, or follow us on Facebook. And George, at this point in time, I'll say our plate is full.
All right, Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. She is America's Money Maven.